Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to analyse a business today using spreadsheets. I know many of you enjoy this sort of analysis that I do, so hopefully you'll enjoy this one as well. It's a company called BitHarvest, and I'll give you a little bit of information about them in a second, but I'll declare my hand now, and that is that I did this analysis a few weeks ago at the end of April, and I liked it so much I joined the company immediately, and I've been doing it for about 6 weeks now, so things are moving on and I'm loving it more and more and more. So if you are wondering if there's a good business out there that you can get into, then I would recommend BitHarvest. If you don't know anybody in BitHarvest, if you can't get back to the person that sent you this video, then by all means hit me up on Telegram or Facebook, or I'm all over the internet anyway, or just leave a comment in this for this video and I will get back to you. Okay, so but ideally get back to the person that sent you this video. So that being said, BitHarvest is a company based in Singapore, and they produce something called it's a device called a Bit Booster, and the Bit Booster works in conjunction with crypto mining farms, in particular Bitcoin mining farms, and and it enhances the profitability. So mining farms are doubling, tripling, quadrupling their productivity by connecting their farms up to our Bit Boosters, and so they're very pleased. They're making a lot more money, and we have, or the company has cut us in for some of that increased productivity. So we're not taking from the mining farms. We only get a proportion of what we help them improve. So if we help them double their output, then we get a proportion of the added benefit we've given them. So for the Bitcoin miners, it's a no-brainer. It's really a case of, would you like more productivity or not? Would you like to make more? Would you like to mine more Bitcoin or not? So of course it's a no-brainer for them. They're going to do that, and that's one of the strengths of this business, that the Bitcoin miners love us. They're quite happy to work with us, and they make money and we make money. So on this spreadsheet, there's basically two spreadsheets here on different tabs. The investment plan here is based on an analysis that the company challenged us to do. They started off with a particular set of criteria. So this isn't really about whether the business works or not. This is more of a strategy. If you follow this strategy, within a few years you can build up your Bit Boosters and therefore your Bitcoin earnings to be very, very significant indeed. Literally hundreds of thousands a year, maybe even more, from a very modest start. This spreadsheet is the one that I'm going to analyse today, by way of just showing you that what the business is providing by way of Bit Boosters, and the Bit Boosters producing increased profitability for the miners, can mean that you and I can have a business, and a growing business, a profitable business, going on into the future. So what we have here is some figures on this. In this image here, some figures directly from the marketing plan of the company, and I'm not going to go into the marketing plan, but suffice to say they have a number of different levels called star levels, and they're based on these three variables: personal purchases of Bit Boosters, personal sales of Bit Boosters to the people that you introduce, and team sales, so the people that you introduce other people, and so on and so forth down through your group. Okay, so when you hit those criteria, then then basically you're 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and the percentage returns changes with each of those ranks. What the company has said is that per month a Bit Booster should earn 0.0018396 Bitcoin. Okay, so we're just taking that figure as read. My experience of the monthly earnings that have happened to me is that that's pretty much spot on what we'll get. There'd be no value in the company exaggerating anything or massively underplaying either. So let's assume that that's going to be the case. And what we're talking about here is that we're saying that Bitcoin, an estimated price of Bitcoin today is 70,000. It's not, in fact, it's about just under 69,000. But I'm going to use 70,000 because the numbers are a bit clearer. So for this spreadsheet, it puts today's date in here automatically. And if I just want to buy one bit booster, okay, then basically it's cost me $1,000, and I earn this much monthly income. The dollar equivalent is $128 per month in excuse me, but it's in Bitcoin. And so this strategy is I don't touch that every month. I let that build up, and in at some point in the future, and what we're saying here is that at the 31st of December 2029, so by 2030, we're going to have amassed enough Bitcoin, 0.125 Bitcoin, which will be worth $188,000. Now that presupposes a couple of things. One is, let's change this date to today's date, is the 4th of June. And we're supposing that Bitcoin will be worth, on the 31st of December 2029, Bitcoin is going to be worth $1.5 million per Bitcoin. Okay, so that being the case, then the money that I've saved up, the Bitcoin I've saved up, is worth $187,000. So what I've done is taken $1,000 and basically put it into a savings plan where I don't touch it for 5 years. I just leave that machine running. I don't have to do anything at all. And in 5 years' time, I would have, or 5 years, 6 months, and 28 days, I'd have $187,000. So let's push the boat out a little bit. And this sort of thing equates to a savings plan. Some people might say, well, I'm going to put $1,000 a month aside in a in some sort of government-run ISA or some pension fund, a 401k or whatever, or maybe just a few $100s. Okay, so this is the sort of level of investment. We're not talking about Warren Buffett. We're talking about a savings plan, effectively. Okay, so let's imagine that you now have 2 boosters. So you decide, you can up the ante a little bit. So that's 374,000. If we have 5 boosters, or let's say 6 boosters, because that'll take us to the magic point of over $1 million. So $6,000 invested now will total 1.1 million in 5 years' time. Now you haven't got to do that all in one go. You might not have $6,000, so you could say, well, I'm going to invest $100 a month for the next 60 months. Would that be right? Yeah. Okay, and eventually you would end up with the right number of boosters to give you $1 million. So you can just keep playing with this as much as you want, and your income in 5 years' time, your savings plan increases to a significant amount of money. So this strategy is put some money in, don't touch it. 5 years later, you've got this. Okay, so and you don't really need to know about the ranking figures to do that. But let's suppose now, instead of that, we're going to build this business, the BitHarvest business, which is what I'm looking at, which is why I'm producing this video. And I recommend that you seriously consider looking at this BitHarvest business as a business with a view to getting involved and doing something with it. You will not be sorry, even if all you do is put $1,000 in and do nothing else. If that's the only thing you do, you will not regret it. But I'm recommending you take this seriously and start building this. So right from this chart, then our personal purchases are 1, personal sales are 3, team sales are 7. So let's do that. So now what we've got is some sales commissions. We've earned, because we've got 10 of these boosters in our group, we earn sales commission on that, and we earn $585, which means that this 1,000 that we've put in isn't really 1,000. It's $415. Okay, so it's only cost us $415 now to get $300,000 worth of savings in 5 years' time. The other thing is it's increased this Bitcoin, but you've also earned some monthly income every month as well. You're going to earn $32 that you can do with whatever you like. We're talking to the company about what we can do with this $32, and there's some good ideas coming forward. But you'll be able to use it for different things. So you get your one-off sales, and then you get your monthly income, and then you get your long-term build-up of Bitcoin to create, in this case, 1.99 Bitcoin over 5 years. So that's a 1 star. 2 star. 2 star means you have 3, 10, and 70. So again, you've made some sales commission here. So you've actually paid $3,000 out of your own pocket for your own personal purchases, but you've earned back $2,700. So it's really only cost you $300 to get $1.5 million in savings in 5 years' time. Crazy numbers. Every month you earn this much money, okay, but bear in mind most of it is in Bitcoin, so that's going into the pot here to add to your future earnings or your savings plan. But you do make $289 per month that you can do other things with. So let's look at moving up now through the ranks. We've got 5, 10, and 240. Okay, so you've now made, you paid out $5,000 for the 5 boosters for yourself, but you've made $6,750. So these boosters actually cost you nothing, and you're going to get 4 million in 5 years' time. I think that's a great deal. Spend nothing, and in 5 years' time get $4 million. I can't see a downside to that. So here you're making nearly $1,000 a month, and the rest of the money that you earn per month is in Bitcoin, so that goes into the pot here for your future earnings. I'm sure you're beginning to get the hang of this now. So 4 star is 15, 15, and 785. So now you're making some good sales commission. There aren't many products that you can sell where you can make that sort of commission, but that's only the smallest part of it. You're also making $3,000 a month in just repeat order income, and your Bitcoin every month is adding to the pot. You're going to end up with 8.7 Bitcoin, which will be worth about $13 million if Bitcoin achieves 1.5 million. So let's look at 5 star very quickly, and then 6 star, and then we'll talk about something else. So we've got 30, and 2470. Okay, because these numbers are getting getting very significant now. It's cost you $30,000 to buy those 30 boosters yourself, but you've actually made $61,000 from the sale of all these other boosters. And you haven't got to do this in one weekend. That might take you a year to achieve that. But certainly the way we're seeing this business grow, it wouldn't take you a year. But it could take you 3-4 months, quite legitimately. Because this is an exciting business. When people get hold of this and they see that they're making money in Bitcoin every day, when they see these figures, they get excited. You don't really have to show them very much. Show them this video, show them a little bit of a presentation about the business, the company, and so on. And people are getting into this in their droves. So you're also making nearly $6,000 a month, and your Bitcoin is being added to your fund. You're going to end up with 16 Bitcoin, which will be worth 25 million. And then let's do the silly money one, which is 50, 60, and 79.40. So by the time you've achieved this, all of those boosters going into your group, you would have made $193,000, and you'll be earning $50,000 a month, 12,000 of which will be in dollars, in USDT, and the rest will be going into your pot. You'll end up with 34 Bitcoin in 5 years' time, and you'll have it'll be worth 51 million $155,022.84. Okay, and that's if Bitcoin hits 1.5 million. So this is really a no-brainer. This doesn't require very much thinking about it at all in order to figure out, do I want to do this? It took me about 3 minutes. I didn't even have to do this much analysis, to be honest, to figure out this is a great business to be involved in. And with what I knew about the company, the people I know that have visited the company, the videos I've seen, I've spoken to the owners on Zoom calls, and just the fact, knowing that the money is coming to this Bitcoin isn't coming from the company, it's coming from the mining pool. So the miners mine the Bitcoin, put it into the mining pool. Okay, from there it gets sent out to the wholesale distributors. Okay, and but we also receive our Bitcoin directly from that mining pool. It doesn't require anybody's permission. Once we've earned that Bitcoin, it's ours, and it comes to us automatically like clockwork every single day of the year. So that's my analysis of BitHarvest, just by looking at the marketing plan and looking at what's where the money comes from, where it's going to go, whether this is worth doing. And in my opinion, everybody should be doing this. Absolutely everybody should be doing this. If all anybody can do is scrape together $100 to get started, and they can't do anything else but that, then they should do that, in my opinion. So that's it. If you like this video, please like it and share it, and also subscribe to the channel. That helps get the message out to more and more people. So that's it. Thank you very much. I'll see you. Oh, sorry, there is a second video on this investment plan. There is another video available on the same channel. So how I've analysed this, or how I've used this strategy to generate, using compounding, a very subtle, maybe subtle, I don't know, but a very clever way of compounding these boosters to massively increase your wealth over the next few years. So you want to look that up, and that's it. Speak soon. Bye.